most accurate local forecast starts now with meteorologist Brett Thackeray.
Well, the rain is here. Everything happening right on cue, including the rising temperatures overnight. It looks a little less festive in Hanover now than it did when the snow was coming down, and we can see the Christmas lights on the Christmas tree. But nonetheless, it is late December, and we're dealing with a good old-fashioned rainstorm. It's been a dry year for us. We have about a 4-inch deficit, so this rain will help. Since midnight now, people are picking up about a quarter to a third of an inch of rain. This is in addition to what fell last night. So all told, we probably have a little over a half inch of rain on our way, probably toward an inch for many of us. But look at the temperatures here. We're done with the ice box, at least for now. We're going to go back there tonight. But right now we're in the mid-50s for Elliotsburg, Willow Hill, Fawn Grove, and Edders coming in at 56 degrees. York at 57, Chambersburg at 56, Harrisburg at 55, and look at Philly, 60 degrees. Erica mentioned it doesn't feel like Christmas anymore. No, it does not. It's balmy out there. And this is a rise, believe it or not, of almost 30 to 40 degrees in spots. We told you temperatures would climb. And boy, have they ever. A 30 to 40 degree swing here since this time yesterday. That is pretty impressive. Part of the reason for that, and I mentioned this the last couple of days, we're getting this southerly advection, this warm advection coming in from the south, and the winds picking up now at about 25 miles an hour in Harrisburg and about 15 miles an hour in York and Lancaster. We're going to be in a lull here for a little bit for many of us, but this line just starting to develop. And this is the line that's going to produce some gusty winds, some brief heavy rain, just in time for the morning commute, and it could also produce some thunder and lightning. We're going to keep our eye on it because right now, northern Dauphin County up into Tower City, Schuylkill County seems to be the wettest spot locally. Right now, we're kind of in a lull, but look at the line that's starting to develop here, moving toward Fulton and Franklin County. That line will contain, as I mentioned, brief heavy rain, the potential for thunder, and damaging wind gusts of over 50 miles an hour. And that's just starting to get its act together now between us and Pittsburgh, and it will be swinging through here over the next few hours. So it's wet at the airport. They're probably going to have some issues here over the next 2 to 3 hours as that line barrels through. And temperatures are going to start to fall. It's not going to be quickly, but they're going to start to fall into the afternoon with the temperatures dipping into the mid-40s. That's where we ended yesterday with a high of 47. Temperatures continued to climb overnight. But remember, the low yesterday was at 20 degrees. So, again, a big change. We had about a third of an inch of rain yesterday, added to a third of an inch of rain now. As I mentioned, we're just over a half inch. So a rainy morning. I think the whole thing exits after lunchtime, and then cold and windy here this afternoon and tonight. Temperatures are going to tumble again back down into the 20s. So let's take you hour by hour. I think during the morning commute, this line is going to barrel through. Some thunder possible with it, otherwise brief heavy rain and damaging wind gusts. But I do think there's going to be some lingering showers into the second half of the morning and even into lunchtime. And then finally, the rain shuts off after 1 p.m. We clear things out. Tomorrow's going to be a partly cloudy day, a pretty nice weekend, a pretty quiet weekend. It will be breezy, though. Sunday looks good, too. Mainly sunny skies here. And it really does look like a good weekend for any last-minute activities you have before the big day. So we'll add another third to a half inch of rain here today over the next few hours. Winds, oh, yeah. I mean, look at this. Winds gusting. Okay, over 20, 30, maybe even close to 50 miles an hour. It's going to be a windy day and a windy night. And then tomorrow morning, the winds back off a bit, but a breezy afternoon. And guess what? Sunday's going to be breezy, too. Winds from the northwest at about 10 to 20 miles an hour. So the winds are going to be a big part of our forecast here for the weekend. Now, let's look ahead to next week, because I think Monday starts out nice. It's going to be chilly on Monday. And then Tuesday will feature some light rain showers. And then Christmas Eve looks nice. So if you're headed out to Christmas Eve services, looks pretty decent. Thursday, Christmas Day, will be cloudy, and again, maybe a few light rain showers. But I will say now, it's trending milder again. So the Christmas forecast has been a little bit all over the place, but as we hone in on this, remember, we're under a week now, 50 degrees with some light rain showers. Yeah, I think it's going to be a mild Christmas for us. So today, starting mild, falling to 45 this afternoon. The rain will exit by 1. It's going to stay windy and then mostly clear tonight. Look at the temperature tumble from 55 now all the way down to 25. A breezy weekend. Winter begins on Sunday. Highs around 40 degrees. Chilly Monday. And then warming up next week, Erica. Christmas Eve looks cloudy, but 45 and then 50 on Christmas Day. So balmy, but we don't have any storms to worry about to hamper plans.
I know that's not how this works, but I think a lot of people would have liked, even if we weren't going to get a white Christmas, for that little coating that we had,
yes,
you know, for it to have stayed cold enough that it could have just been pretty outside on Christmas. But that's not how this works.
Everything looked nice with the lights, and now it's all going to be washed away.
Right. It is what it is.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Brett.
Yep.
We'll be right back.